This morning, my daughter's alarm was going off for 30 minutes, so I went in to check on her and she was very pale. There was a large blood stain on her bedsheet, and when I pulled that down, almost her whole shirt was drenched in blood. I had my husband call an ambulance and asked her what happened. She told me that the day before, a girl who'd been bullying her threatened her with a knife in the bathroom, and when my daughter tried to defend herself, the bully accidentally stabbed her in the stomach. I was shocked because I thought she had been exaggerating about the extent to which this girl was bullying her. When she was younger, she almost got a teacher in trouble for accusing her of touching her inappropriately, and since then I've taken everything that she says with a grain of salt. The ambulance arrived and took her to the hospital, and when they found out that she'd been stabbed, they contacted the police. My husband and I were questioned for not noticing it or reporting it, and we told him the truth. We had no idea it even happened. We later asked her about how she hid it, and she got super snarky, saying, "It's easy when you have parents who don't care." I later got the real explanation, saying that since it was towards the end of the school day, she put on a sweater over it, drove home, threw the shirt that she was stabbed in the dumpster, and when we had gotten home, she was apparently wearing 2 shirts and a hoodie so there wouldn't be any bleeding. She expected the bleeding to stop by then, but it didn't. We asked her why she hid it, and she said,
Hang on a sec. This isn't right. Oh, my God. So I bought the wrong type of wax.
My 39-year-old husband is the breadwinner in our family. He's a pilot who's always working while I'm a stay-at-home mom taking care of our home and our 3 kids. Lately, we've been having a few arguments with him complaining about me not taking care of myself and my looks and always being busy with chores and whatnot. Last night, we got invited to my parents' house. Once we sat down for dinner, my sister and my mom started talking about the preparations for my sister's wedding. My sister talked about her hair, makeup, and dress. My husband kept giving me looks and raising his eyebrows whenever the words haircut or makeup or new dress got brought up. He decided to pitch in the conversation and started openly criticizing my current look and how unladylike I've become recently, especially after our 3rd child. He went on commenting about how much he'd like me to change my hair color, get my nails done, or buy a new nice dress to wear like the other wives do for once. I was stunned, mouth wide open, and so were my parents. My brother-in-law was laughing secretly, and my sister was looking at me head to toe in the poor sister type of way. My husband didn't stop at that and ranted about how I should start taking care of us and be more energetic, positive, outgoing, sexy, and so on and so on. Then he looked at me and asked me why I've become so unladylike all of a sudden. He kept looking at me in a whatever happened to you, what changed type of way. I was furious and loudly said, behind every unladylike, miserable woman.
Hey guys, I'm back with another waxing video. Here I'm doing an underarm and I'm trimming her underarms because she's let it grow. With her, I'm doing 2 strips because she has clear direction of hair growth. So I apply in the direction of hair growth and I remove opposite. Look at those roots, so good. So here's the 2nd strip. So applying with the growth and removing against. And then the next strip is a long cleanup strip to get any of those little remaining hairs. And then I finish it off with a Baradin post-wax essential oil to soothe the area. Hope you guys like it.
I got unicorns on my mind. What pill you want me to inhale, baby? I wanna make you want me. Boy, just scream like yeah, 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 yo.
Part 2 on how I hid in my boyfriend's closet and watched him get nasty with my best friend. Okay, so boom, like I said, I'm crazy. And my boyfriend was acting funny, so I was going to get to the bottom of things. My boyfriend gave me spare keys to his apartment in the beginning of our relationship. You know, when we was in the honeymoon stage. I never used it because he always was home and he always opened the door for me. So he kind of forgot I had it, but I sure didn't. So this day, I let myself in. I wanted to see exactly why today. Story time on how I read my little sister's diary and found her fantasizing about me. Okay, so boom, jumping right in. My little sister and I have a great relationship. I'm her big sister and I protect her from all her bullies and always have her back in any situation. My little sister is 13 and I'm 18, but one thing about my Story time on how I read my little sister's diary and found her fantasizing about me. Okay, so boom, jumping right in. My little sister and I have a great relationship. I'm her big sister and I protect her from all her bullies and always have her back in any situation. My little sister is 13 and I'm 18, but one thing about my sister is she gon' write in her diary. Literally, she's obsessed with jotting down every single thing that happens in her life. Well, recently, my sister has been acting a bit different. She's just been so distant and I feel like she's been pushing me away. Me being a worried big sister, I asked her if she's having trouble at school, but she told me she's fine and closed the door on me. So, since she wasn't telling me anything, I waited until she went to volleyball practice and snuck into her room. I took her diary and I know I shouldn't do it, but I couldn't help it because I really felt like my sister was having trouble at school. But what I found in that diary changed our sister relationship. Changed for the worse. Like for part 2. Story time on how I beat up my grandma. Yes, my grandma. You heard right. Let's get into it. Okay, so boom. I'm a 16-year-old high school student who finds myself at my grandma's house almost every day. My mom's a single mother and works 2 jobs. And instead of leaving me home alone, she always drops me off at my grandma's house. And this has been our routine ever since I was 5 years old. My mom just felt more comfortable leaving me at my grandma's house. But what my mom didn't know is that I'd rather stay home alone rather than going to my grandma's house. My grandma has been beating me up ever since I was 5 years old. She didn't beat me up for any valid reasons. She would just be mad at me for the smallest things. Like one time I broke her glass chandelier while I was playing with my ball and she hit me. Another time I broke her 50-inch TV by accident and again she hit me. Y'all wouldn't believe this third reason why she beat me up. Like for part 2.
Waxing my legs.
I look into your eyes, it is like paradise. I'm gonna be there next to you.